Hi. Good evening. I'm like, what day is it? Good Saturday. Saturday Eve. Happy Saturday Eve. Dude, guys, keep opening windows, man. I made an apple cabbage coleslaw.
Apple
Cabbage coleslaw pasta salad.
What?
Okay. There's just apple in it, and it's a coleslaw made with cabbage. Which
Pasta
is
salad.
coleslaw. Yes, that part I'm confused about. With Granny Smith and cheddar brats. Your children are cheddar? It was quite yummy. I fucking love cheddar brats. They're so good. Uh, okay, so for those of you who are new to the stream or new to the channel, I occasionally do one shots, and I also have in the past done long chains of live streams of an adventure, and people on Reddit say that they want those live streams. Like I just saw a post about people saying, "Why aren't there more of them?" But people don't watch them. So, but there is going to be a one shot of a different game entirely that focuses on role play, which is why we're doing it, to show the different kinds of things you can do in a role play heavy system, and how and I want to make it clear that that can be translated into Pathfinder 2 as well. So it's going to be Vampire the Masquerade, Old World of Darkness, because that's what I'm familiar with. So it's easiest. Yes, hi.
Clean the camera with his dirty tail.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd be cleaning it. I'm dusting. I'll leave it to you to figure out if that's adding dust or removing dust. What? Oh, you smell the treats on the desk, don't you? Zarquan, did you get a chance to look at the finished whiteboard for the Cheshire Cat video? I know you watched the video. I just don't know if you saw it. So I have it here if you want to see it. You can see most of it already. What?
No, Loot's the vacuum. Gas
Yeah.
just likes to play with things.
Loot is such a vacuum that it endangers his health and general well-being. So he is not allowed to even get close to putting something in his mouth that we cannot see. Meowtastic meowkind. I like that. Yes. So here's the Cheshire Cat, what we came up with. I haven't finished the build yet. I don't really have an excuse. Just, things are hard.
Life happens.
Sure. So this is the ending elements of the Cheshire Cat, and the background I chose is sense of belonging, because it makes perfect sense for the Cheshire Cat to be able to fade out of existence temporarily when he's hit. And also, I like the idea that he's looking for a home, a sense of belonging, people that love him, the completely untrustworthy trickster spirit that he is. Anyway, I'll have it finished soon. Today, I don't really know what we're going to come up with, of course, per usual, but I'm not saying go with this idea, but I had the idea of a cat burglar that steals cats. He's a cat burglar. I know, it's a dumb pun. Do not drink my coffee, sir. Do not fur my coffee, sir.
He can't make any promises on that last one.
Yeah. So the things that I am missing for the build for the Cheshire Cat is really just skill feats. Like, I know he has medicine because weirdly in one of the, I think, video games he's in, he does first aid on Alice's wounds. So he has to have the medicine skill. That doesn't mean he has battle medicine. I can't really picture him stopping all of his silliness in combat to go, hold on, she's injured. I'm going to sit here and wind bandages around her ankle. Anyway, skill feats are what's missing. Hi.
Yeah, but then why would he join the party?
If he wants to add the Cheshire Cat to his collection, why would he join the party? To try to actually, that'd be a fun interaction, a fun relationship, because like the cat burglar could be always trying to capture the Cheshire Cat, but the Sphinx is always alert, always wary, and the Yule Cat doesn't sleep, so there's always somebody watching, and it would be funny. And also, like all of the kidnapped cats have just like follow the group. So there's just like a horde of cats following the cat patrol. I don't know. I'm current. Okay, I'll say this in the voice that I imagine he has. I'm currently sick. Just stopping in to say hi before letting the beds take me away.
I am right there with you. I am too.
Yeah, Storm is sick, which means I'll be sick. Newt Newt. What? What does Newt Newt mean? A catnapper villain. Well, yeah, okay. That could just be an NPC off to the side. Like we could make an extra character that's just an NPC that hunts the party for the Cheshire Cat.
Yeah, I thought it was a meme, but I don't know if I know it.
I'm not gonna say I don't meme. I love memes, and Zarquan sends me a fuck ton that are really cute and funny. Mostly, well, not mostly anything, but lots of cats and spaceballs. It's from a Norwegian penguin cartoon. That's niche. Hi, baby. Lately, Loot has been sulking in the corner that he's not getting treats right now, and Gast has just been taking up residence because he knows that this is where my hands live, next to my belly. Yeah, see, if I stop petting him, he just wants more pets. Let's see how long it takes.
Surprisingly longer than usual. It's because he's on camera. He knows it.
No, I think it's because I still have my hand on him. What if I move my hand away? Where'd you go?
He actually seems very comfortable right now.
Shit.
It's weird.
Yeah, he's never this like
Chill.
pleased. Usually he's crawling, sadly, crawling all over her boobs, saying, "Pet me, goddammit, pet me." He's quite a nuisance.
Yeah, but he's a cute nuisance.
I'll send a clip of it to you. Oh, thank you. The clay penguin cartoon. Oh, all right, cool. I'm glad other people know this because I don't. Oh, you can't really see my Cheshire Cat
Well, you see that there's something fluffy up there.
and a long fucking tail.
Yeah.
Oh, because the light above is
Yeah.
hitting him. Man, didn't realize that. Yes, the more famous version is the drawn one. Oh, clay means claymation. Okay. Yes, hello. Kitties have long furs on their ears. Oh, so mechanically, we have Persephone, who is a bullshit damn good healer. A Sphinx, who is a debuffer buffer with a little bit of mental damage, who has oracle feats to help out in combat. So we have a support. Mindy and Buttons are the damage and the tank so far. And then the Cheshire Cat is mostly debuffing and directly attacking enemies in combat. Mostly debuffing, like Daze is really effective. We have no Marshall besides the Eidolon. This is the opposite of the last group. Yeah, exactly. We need a Werecat Barbarian. We don't have one. God, is it really this hot in here? I read 106 and I'm like, yeah, it feels like 106. No, that's outside.
It is currently, but it feels like 107. Like you can really tell the difference.
The egg frying on my forehead takes a little longer to cook.
I like 14 seconds.
We don't have a marshal, and if this group is going to function in combat, I mean, the Yule Cat has reactive strike, ton of hit points, limitless healing. It is a good tank, but it's the only marshal. There should probably be another marshal to keep people from getting to all of the casters we have. Claw dancing exemplar of catness. Their catitude is off the charts. Yes. Okay. Okay, bed's baking the screen blurry. Sleep time now.
Night trickster.
Have a great night. Good night. Sorry you feel like shit. I guess Claw Dancer would actually work with, with Exemplar. Like, most of Exemplar is based on weapons, but there are... I did not mean to pet your butt. That's weird. But there are 2 icons for melee unarmed. We could do that. Blood Rager with Claw Dancer. We don't need more sorcerers. Wait, they're not really a sorcerer. They're... Wait, am I confusing things? They do get spells, right? I think? Fuck. How does this work? What was that?
It finally caught up. I don't know.
Well, I do not need sound from Discord. Pingu as a chef. Blood Rager. Yeah, Barbarian, but it has spells. I mean, I guess there's no reason not to have spells. And Barbarian is awesome. Claw Dancer works well with cats. I would go with that. Because, like, Marshall. You use the power of ingested blood. I would totally phrase that differently. You slake your unending hunger on the life blood of your foes. You use the power of ingested blood. So PG-13, Paizo. Blood Rage, Persistent Bleed. Okay. Yeah, I forgot bleeding. It was so tempting to give Mindy, like, actual offensive spells and damage, because Summoner. But it's a little girl. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. She's like the picture of innocence. So she just has, like, illusions and distractions and confusions and stuff. Okay, so the Blood Rager is ranged based on a melee class. Well, I mean, they don't have to be ranged, but they have split shot. Still, it works. Blood Calls to Blood is probably what I would take, and then Rising Blood Magic, so it can take something else at 6th. Yeah. Blood Rager works. And you still have access to the Barbarian feats, which are awesome, like charging into combat. I am not suggesting this, but always, when I think claws, go to witch.
You always, when you think anything, go to witch.
Not.
Yes, you do.
Okay, yes, for myself, I always do, but when I'm working with a group, I don't always. Yeah, I guess I usually
you
do.
do.
No, but then not
Yeah,
always.
no, you do. You change and choose other things, but you always start with witch.
Well, they have feet that give claws. Although if somebody's gonna be a claw dancer, I really want them to have the Slag May bloodline, or not bloodline. Is it bloodline? Feet, whatever. Lineage feet. For iron claws, because they do more damage and they count as cold iron. And it says that they grow naturally from your skin. And it gives a good excuse to have iron teeth and iron hair. Cause flavor.
Iron flavor.
It's good for you.
Tastes like blood.
It does. Dude, the air in Phoenix smells like blood. It just smells metallic. Hi. It's like we're the plane of Avernus. Constant wars. I know, Zarquan. I wanted to go with the witch. But it's not up to me on these streams. If it weren't the stream, I'd be like, yeah, witch! Can't do that all the time. Because then other people don't get to do things. Oh, yeah, I know. No, witches are not great at martial. No. But as any class, you can still have slagmay claws. Why wouldn't you?
He might be knocking that down at some point.
Well, then I'm sure he'll learn from his lesson and stop scratching.
Yeah, I'm sure. Uh-huh.
Can a group function with one marshal being an eidolon? Mobility isn't really an issue because the summoner can spend all their actions to move the eidolon or unsummon and resummon it. And the eidolon is at least large size. At 8, that's huge. Yes, hello. I guess it really depends. Like if you could, hi, use the eidolon to block off a hallway. What? He was suddenly startled, like, oh my god, there's a cat behind me. I gotta go. I don't know. Cats are cats.
Can he be like the Meowinator? I'm trying to think of cat barbarian names.
Oh no, we're gonna base it on an automaton then. It's a machine. It has to be the Meowinator.
Oh, okay.
We had a monk as a main marshal with a backup. I think 1+1 are always better. Yeah. And the eidolon should just be backup, even though it really just can't die. It can't really control the field very well, except by its sheer size and reactive strike, which is once per turn. Yeah, 2 reactive strikes are better. It annoyed the crap out of me when 3 people in the group had reactive strike. Ugh. I mean, as a GM. I was like, okay, my big bad guy's gonna do this. Wait, hold on. No, he doesn't. Okay, but he gets an extra action. Is that enough actions to do his special ability? No. What are the advantages of applying Claw Dancer to different marshals? Like, Claw Dancer is mobility and multiple attacks. What else do they really excel at? What do they shine at? It's a really cool feel, and it looks fun. Like their fighting is like dancing.
You guys also didn't come up with a base theme. Like,
Oh, it's like a
Cat, Cat,
story.
Cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, oh. For all of these characters, it had made sense that they are simply wandering in curiosity because of the way they're built. The Cheshire Cat, that's his nature. Mindy just wanders into shit and gets into trouble and almost killed and has to be rescued by Buttons, the giant Yule Cat. The Sphinx loves collecting information and has an endless fascination, took gnome heritage, basically, to be obsessed with information. So she wants more data. So they all have just a basic reason to be an adventurer. But yeah, we could extend it further. I was thinking that Persephone has ties, obviously, to the underworld. I think it would be interesting if we made the last character Hades in some form. Yeah, hi. Um, but Persephone could be like on a mission to rescue Hades, or could be trying to find lost souls and bring them back to the underworld. It seems like Persephone would be the main driving force in this group because nobody else has like a deeply integral personal goal because they all have a nature of what's that? Mobility and action compression. Oh, they grapple. Okay, that's a thing too. Leap, frenzied claw, unarmed strikes. Yeah, action compression, talon sweep. While it's flanking you, and you get an extra attack against them. Yeah, okay. And persistent bleed. Oh, hmm. Persistent bleed damage. And then you also. Oh wait, no, that doesn't stack. Blood Rager wouldn't stack with Obsidian Shards. That sucks. Yeah, they have at least 2 feats here that are about grabbing people. And oh my god, there's so many feats in Claw Dancer. Like, this is all you're doing. You are a Claw Dancer. It doesn't matter what else your parents taught you to be, you're a Claw Dancer. Claw Dancer Swashbuckler, aka Puss in Boots. I was just reminded of Swashbuckler. I'm like, didn't I take Swashbuckler with this class? But it was just with Mindy for the ability to fascinate people in combat and to just help at range. It has nothing to do with martial abilities. But getting blood on your claws and consuming for your abilities as a rager is metal. All right, yeah, that's true. This person just seems like they're insane and full of rage and aggression. I guess they could be Hades, who was kicked out of Hades. It's a horrible naming convention. Hades would be kind of fun to make because you can do a lot with demonic lineages. Hi. Did I just show you I have dangly earrings on? That might be a mistake. Claudancer Swashbuckler is really cute. What personality would this person have? I guess figuring out the main mission of the group would be helpful too. Persephone is the drive for balance personified. So anything relating to nature or the underworld, the natural world being swept out of balance for any reason. Well, he does occasionally shed the hat, although I don't think he ever sheds the boots, does he? Like, oh no, yes, he does sometimes. I've seen him fly out of his boots. God, I love that they have Antonio Banderas for that role. It's just perfect. Okay, so let's do things backwards this time because different people think differently. So instead of coming up with the story first, let's see how we can figure out mechanics that would work well with a group. And yes, Claude Answer would work with a group because they work by themselves well, and they have an overpower healer with them. Um, Seems a bit one note. So yeah, the Blood Rager sounds more interesting to me because there's also spells. The Swashbuckler Claude Answer seems fun. It doesn't speak a personality to me. Like, what would be the intention? I fight stuff. It's just, I guess that's not inspiring enough to me to think of other things to add to it. I guess I really need a story.
You do.
I need a story.
Yep.
I don't know how to do this without a story. My first Blood Rager build was an awakened lion. That's cool. I mean, okay, technically, mechanically, we have two awakened animals, but the creatures that are created from them are not just awakened animals. There's a Sphinx and the Cheshire Cat. Those aren't just awakened animals. Cheshire Cat is really like a trickster spirit of chaos. Um. Oh yeah, we brought up Loki at the beginning too. Loki as a cat. I don't know. That'd be fun. Mixing pantheons. My first Blood Rager build was an awakened lion. The awakened lion would be cool. We could also make it a Wemmick. I like the giant mane as a cool image. I can't think of any cat themed fighters besides Claw Dancer. Like they're cats. I mean, people think stealthy, sneaky. There's rogues and assassins and shit. Blood red and claw dancing animal cat Yaogwai, the incarnation of abused cats. Ooh, sorry, story. It gets me. The incarnation of abused cats. That's extremely sad. Like the concept behind Catwoman in the Tim Burton movie. It could be that they have the spirit of multiple cats inside them who brought this person back to life after they were killed by all the spirits of cats. I know we don't have to do multiple personalities if you don't want to, but it'd just be cool to have like this swarming maelstrom chaos of cats inside you. How crazy would that person seem? I mean, blood raging, claw dancing makes sense to me. Why are they stuck in cat form? That's like the saddest Tanuki ever. But that's so sad. I guess that would just be story. But it's so sad. Oh God. Ugh. I'm picturing that Tanuki would just be a very sarcastic person, just annoyed all the time. Well, yeah, but if they're stuck in cat form, then they can use no Tanuki shapeshifting ability, and that's what a Tanuki is all about, man.
Yeah, isn't that like the main reason to be a Tanuki?
Besides lighting fires with your tail or smacking people with your belly fat, yes, good reason to quest. Yeah, this is true. Hi, dude, man. You are fashionably late. A cat is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. Cats in Norse mythology include Jormungandr turns into a cat? I had no idea. The character limit cut you off. Don't know. So far, we just know Marshall and Claw Dancer and either Blood Rager or something else. Oh, yeah, the Yagwai. I like both of those ideas. I like the Yagwai a lot because, well, it's just a different flavor than what we have. And the Yagwai is the concept that their spirit is powerful and on a mission. So we're looking for a mission, we're looking for something different, and we're looking for a cat. It just seems like it works. Plus, I like story. That's really all it is. That's the base of it. I'm just sucked in by story. Because like as soon as you say the incarnation of abused cats, I'm like, oh, okay. I know this person entirely. Oh right, we talked about the bust. I could see Bost as a badass, angry claw dancer trying to protect this group of cats that she has essentially adopted. And since she's a goddess of motherhood and passion in a variety of forms, she would be helping these cats feel loved and comforted and follow their passions, which has led them all to go together. So weird.
Motherly barbarian.
Yeah, why not? If you fight, you have to fight for a reason. There's always a reason. It's not always selfish. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. I guess there's no reason to make a cleric. Because we have a healer and clerics are best at healing. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm pigeonholing them too much. Still, the war priest isn't as good at fighting as a fighter or somebody who's just a marshal. That's a cool story. What the fuck is that called? Harbinger? Why do I want to say Harbinger? I don't know if that's right. Oh, Battle Harbinger. They harbinge the battle. Battle Creed. I'm just checking to see what Battle Creed does to your proficiencies. Because we want somebody who's really good at attacking. Because if they are like on the same level as the Yule Cat, it's not really getting us as far ahead as we could. Cleric, blah 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 blah. Divine font, spellcasting. Trained in martial weapons. Actually, barbarians only trained in martial weapons too, aren't they? Well, actually, when do they get expert? I don't make barbarians. I don't know what I'm doing.
You don't make marshals.
I don't make martials. I sometimes dip into archetypes of martials, but that's not the same thing as making a martial. Attacks trained in blah blah blah. When do you get better? 6th? No. 7th. I guess I'm actually thinking fighter. Hi. Ah!
Get you in the ear.
Oh! Yes! I don't think I've ever had a cat stick their tail in my ear before. Oh, that was weird. Somebody just walked over my grave. He also fights age, and each time a guard Loki is like, what do you mean fights age? Still only expert. Yeah. They just binge battles on TV. So I think master in their deity weapon. Yeah, fighter does get the good stuff, but fighter doesn't have much other flavor besides a hit good. At least barbarian, they are pre-equipped with anger issues. It, like the whole story behind a fighter is how did you learn all of your weapons? How were you martially trained?
Story matters.
It does. Oh wait, we haven't gone champion either. And Bost would work as a champion. Does Clawdancer work with champion? Zarquan, I'm expecting you to know the Clawdancer things. You're kidding, right? Does he have a spreadsheet? Oh, come on. Give me the details, Scaredy. Does he have spreadsheets?
This does not surprise me.
Zarquan, I bet you related then to Podfinder's method for creating a character, didn't you? Because he basically uses spreadsheets. Hi, baby. Well, not basically. He does use spreadsheets. Mm, mm, mm. In a way, though, he has a different method. Okay. Okay, I gotta ask, what would be more fun to play as a claw dancer? I think I would probably choose champion personally because they have options for spells, and I like spells. That's really neither here nor there. That's my reason, not everybody's reason. So, what would be fun to make into a claw dancer, or just give you options? And it obviously should be a martial-based class and not gunslinger.
Claw guns.
Claw gunner. He just shoots claws at you. That's so anime. Pew 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 pew. Yeah, I guess like none of them are better than trained except fighter. All right, I see your point. Blood Rager has all the stuff I'm interested in. It has the barbarian access to feats, it has the barbarian anger issues, it has the ability to hit really well, and it has spells, and it has little tricks like bleeding. And barbarians are good at grappling, and you can get grappling both ways. So, okay, yes, fine. Does anyone object to Blood Rager, uh, barbarian, Blood Rager Claw Dancer? Because it seems like it would work, and it would even work with the Yao Guai. I love the idea of the Yao Guai. I'm trying to think of what personality this might have, and I guess we could just say it's Bost. But like, actually, I guess I have no but. She could be angry. She could. She doesn't really have associations with blood, unless you count the motherhood thing. Let's go with Blood Rager. Like, it has multiple options for I'm not familiar with Blood Rager except that it does sorcerer stuff. Oh, moms can be angry. Dude, why not? I mean, it's not a cat goddess, but it could be the spirit of Demeter in a cat body to watch over her daughter. I think that'd be interesting. But we could also do Bast because Bast is in this world. Okay. Why do I have no erasers on these things? Is this just Phoenix?
Yep.
Sucks. Storm, I want to ask you to do something for me. Will you make me a zip fizz?
Yes.
And tear off this label?
Yes.
Thank you. If we do something like that, like this person could have just been a peasant that loved cats and just collected cats. And then when she died of some stupid plague, because that's what peasants die from, then the cats resurrected her. Yeah, with 9 lives. That totally works. So then she has the perspective of watching out for the little guy and also motherly instinct of protecting all of her cats. She never had kids of her own. That's, cats. Persephone's posse. Okay. What? No, you don't have to. Fine. I did not realize this fits on my desk. It's awesome. Boss pre-domestication. Yeah. She'll eventually become boss. Probably fits better if she sacrificed herself to protect cats, hence gaining such a blessing. Well, I think she could also just gain that blessing from loving and protecting cats for years. They would just have appreciation. But yeah, she could also sacrifice herself to protect cats. Oh my god, this is totally just a cat-themed adventure now. Okay, so in mythology, manticores love milk and bread and the things that cats love, but they also eat cats. So I'm picturing this cat woman protecting cats from a manticore, sacrificing her life and ending the manticore's evil reign of terror. And cat eating. Oh, in the myth, the manticore is mainly a nuisance to humans because they're super loud, so you can't sleep, and it's irritating all day long. I forgot Guardians existed. Do Guardians need weapons, or can Guardians be claw dancers? Oh. You know what? You can have a swarm Eidolon even if it's not your main class. I don't think we have enough characters to fit more cat in. I do love the idea of having the swarm of cats. I think I mentioned that in the video I made too on the swarm Eidolon. But I don't think it's going to fit with a martial class.
How does a swarm of cats get back into your body?
They don't. That's the swarm blood. We can make a swarm blood Eidolon swarm of cats. I have cats in my blood and cats everywhere.
Just start vomiting cats.
Excuse me. All right, now I have things to ask people to help decide on. Guardian, blood rager, champion, Babel Harbinger, God, I can't write. It wasn't because I was petting loot either. I just can't write. Battle Harbinger. What other marshals would work? I keep going back to gunslinger. This is not going to work. Ugh, inventor. Hi, baby. Oh my God, Zarquan! I need to see the spreadsheet. Oh my God, archetypes. That's how you knew how many there are. You put them in a spreadsheet. Fuck nuggets, man.
That's useful.
It is. Stat, tradition, expert skills, number of feats. 29 for the Beastmaster. Really? There's 29 feats for the Beastmaster? Dude, this is fucking cool. Last Wall Sentry. Yeah, but their feet suck. I know, it's not really the topic. Mortal Herald, 35 fucking feats. Oh, you're not done with this. Oh, Oozemorph. What was I gonna do with Oozemorph? Oh, that was there was. I have to write that down. The Oozemorph was inspiration for one of the class archetypes.
Yes, he really is this insane all the time.
That mean the fighter class archetypes. Oh, for the Frost Guard. Or I see whatever the fuck I named them. Guardians can use fist gauntlets by gauntlets. Warm blood hacking up a hairball. That would have to be like a special attack. Like just 100 voices all at one go. And then just a boulder of hair rolls down the road. It's only 3 pages so far. Yeah, Zarquan, really need to get on that spreadsheet, man. Get to work. You only have 235 entries. Fuck. Just fuck. What the fuck? Fuck. Why are there 21 ghoul feats? Oh, because they get monk feats too. Martial artist, 32. This is cool to see. I'm sorry, but I think I might borrow this. Anyway, so that's neat. That's seriously useful, dude. Splinter of Finality. I can never remember the name of that one. I'm like Mortal Blades, Final Blades, Dead People. I'm not sure.
Dead people.
Dead People. That's the archetype. Exemplar with cat-themed stances. Oh God, fuck! I forgot. It's the second time somebody said exemplar. Fine, I'll write down exemplar for you people. Are you happy now? Now are you happy? That's a 4. It's not a 1 or a 9. I swear it's a 4.
Black cherry doesn't taste good when you're sick.
Nothing tastes good when you're sick except chicken soup. I'm glad we're not chickens because I would still eat chicken soup. All right, help me out here. So ignore Oozemorph. That doesn't matter. It's just a note for Jake for later making a class archetype. So
Futher.
what? You mean fighter?
Roger.
How do you say Futher? That's not Futher. That's the fighter. You're just crazy.
That is a U.
No, it's the E. It's a fighter, not a Futher. All right, Blood Rager works so well. It's hard to refute that mechanically. I think that my first choice would be champion, but I'm not voting in this one. So we're not counting my vote. And obviously, I would not say number 5. And if any of you say number 5, I still love
They're
you.
gonna say it now.
Page 3 has base class. I didn't know there were pages. I didn't look at them. Oh my god, let me look at the pages. Oh my god. Ah, there are pages. Bonuses. Holy fuck. Dude, really? Kushtaka relic. Man, fuck. I love you, Zarquan. Oh my fucking god. I just looked at the class max. You might have a problem.
Yeah, dude.
I think it's called obsessive compulsive behavior.
Mm.
Wow. Oh. Wow. Wow. Why is this fun to look at?
Because you like the topic.
I think that's why, yeah. I'm like, oh, I know that one. Yay. Monkey Brain says, ooh. Futher, Luther's derpy brother. Yep. I'm conflicted between Harbinger and Blood Rager. They seem more badass. Harbinger sounds badass, but they're not. They just use their cleric spells to buff their allies and penalize their bad guys. It's very pretty, Zarquan. It also seems fun to use. It really is a shortcut to getting some information that I need when I'm creating something. So that's useful. I don't think that I have the patience to create one of those.
You do not. I know this.
She would know. Trust me. Or
I might,
trust her.
But I don't know the system very well.
Diana! No! Brain shutdown! No! No! Okay, bye-bye. Ghost head throw, but it is a hairball. Hell yes. I'm conflicted between Harbinger and Blood Rager. They seem more badass. They do. Champion really isn't all that badass unless you go with the Tyrant. I'm confused on what this sheet does.
Yeah, nobody else can see the sheet that Zarquan gave you.
It's just a spreadsheet that organizes different factors of archetypes and classes. So it's just a spreadsheet that lists factors that might impact why you would decide to use one of them. Like how many feats it has, how much it boosts skills, requirements to get in. I saw the percentages. And it doesn't really do anything, dude, man. It's just basically an organized list. Just a lot of organized lists. Harbinger. Yeah, Exemplar isn't going to have a lot of things that are really pairing well with Claw Dancer. And I love the idea of Claw Dancer. I mean, it's a cat group. When else is it going to be a better fit? So we're going Claw Dancer. Guardian Champion. I think Guardian is mostly tempting because you can really role play out the protecting other people by jumping in front of them. That's funny. I want Guardian for role play. That's silly.
That is not funny for you. That is normal.
Yeah, Blood Rager is cool because of the anger thing, but also you get access to the Blood Rager feats and sorcerer spells and barbarian feats. It's just a lot of access. Zarquan, you're the one that like is voting for Blood Rager, and then you're like, wait, Guardian. Come on, seriously? You're messing with my head, man. Yeah, I think I wouldn't choose Fighter Exemplar or Champion as much as I like Champion. And Battle Harbinger is cool. Oh, I think Battle Harbinger might have issues with how much mobility the Claw Dancer uses. Because Battle Harbinger kind of just stays in one place. So I think Guardian or Blood Rager are probably the most mechanically feasible options. But also I just like Guardian because it jumps in front of people. But Blood Rager is fun because the anger issues. I'm putting that down now because it's making my back tired. Well, then 1 and 2. Okay. Oh, thank you. How did I get more water?
I put my water in it.
Okay. Blood Rager is faster? Oh, cause barbarian. And heavy armor, yep. And I can't really see a cat wearing armor. I can't even picture them. Well, I can picture them wearing cute, silly hats. I really want some cute, silly hats to put on them. Like Batman. But I can't see a cat warrior wanting anything but mobility and flexibility. Bast lives by her passions and instincts. So yeah, she is more feral. So I guess that makes more sense than Guardian, even though I like the interceptability. Okay. I think that Blood Rager wins with 2 votes. Because nobody else voted. Okay, Blood Rager it is. So then for the I'm gonna pull up Blood Rager and close all this other shit that I don't need open. Okay, Claw Dancer. What do you need for this? Prerequisites: permanent unarmed claw or talon attack. And that is not something that Blood Rager gives, so we need to get that through Ancestry or Feats or something else. So we can get that through background as well. We can do Feral Child if we cared. Well, no, that doesn't have a claw. It has to be Ancestry. Does Yao Guai get it? Yeah, Yao Guai gets it. Oh, I'm sorry, dude, man. No, I see you. I just did not see a number. And I was looking for numbers at that moment, and I did not see a 1. I just saw a guardian. I do see you. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make you sad. By the way, those kitty hormone plugins don't always work.
No.
Depends on the cat's issue. We had a cat who turned out he had a heart condition, and we didn't know that that was why he was a dick all the time. Didn't really help him. He just always felt like shit. Well, then Guardian and Blood Rager have 2 votes each. I'm tempted to make a Blood Rager with a Guardian archetype.
Way to make it more difficult. Jeez.
That's what we're all here for.
To make it more difficult.
Yeah, it's our version of helping. Help Nemo the vet. Nice. I switched to Barbarian. Why? Because of the feral nature of Boss that Scaredy mentioned? Oh. I'm pretty sure the Algoi gets an attack if you take a feat. Yeah, Algoi. That's not a heritage thing. Is it a feat thing? Morphic strike. You gain a melee unarmed strike depending on your heritage. Okay, so Yaguai have Morphic Strike as an option, and I love the Yaguai concept of the Catwoman bossed person, like pre-bossed, bossed Catwoman infused with spiritual cat energy and 9 lives. I don't know how we're going to reflect that, but I'm fine with it. 5th level taking Awaken Yaguai Heritage so we can make sure that we have a Morphic Strike. Then what heritage or versatile heritage or custom ancestry would we take? Because we could take catfolk for luck things. Intercept, no. Taunt does? Taunt does. Hey, you big ugly! That took a lot of thinking. Why the fuck does taunt require concentration? What the fuck? That makes no goddamn sense. And what are we going to do with our spells? What does a marshal do with spells in melee combat? Because they might get smacked. Do you cast spells beforehand? See, I don't marshal.
You're like, I want to take this because it has spells. And then you're like, I don't know what to do with those.
Not in melee combat. I know how to use spells to prep for melee combat because I use casters that they're only useful in melee combat if they use their spells to do so. Let's look up the Guardian archetype. I can't spell PF2. That's funny. Guardian archetype. Oh, at first level you get taunt. That's not so cool. I don't think there's any way to remove the concentrate trait from something, only to add the rage trait to something. Seriously, you don't get Guardian's Intercept until 6th level? That ain't so cool, man. Yeah, I think we kind of have to take Moment of Clarity. Which is fine, because we have to take at least 1 low-level Barbarian feat. So our taunt would take 2 actions, and we still don't get Intercept till 6th level. We might be skipping Guardian if we want to include Claw Dancer. I don't understand. Claw Dancer requires a permanent unarmed claw or talon strike, but it gives you claw stance and talon stance, assuming that you have claws on your hands and talons on your feet. If you are a bird, it doesn't make sense that your wings grow claws. And if you're a cat, or hell, just a person that has sharp fingernails, doesn't make sense that you grow talons on your feet. Why even require that you have to have a permanent unarmed claw or talon attack? Why? Just say you grow fucking claws and talons, because you're doing it anyway. Inconsistency. Inconsistency bothers me so much. Just not okay with this. Yeah, yeah, I know, graphs, it's an option too, but still, I don't see why it requires any. This character's probably not going to focus on grabs a lot. The Yule Cat is going to be very good at grappling. It's probably going to pick people up and move them around. I'm picturing, holding them in his mouth. But the claw dancer doesn't have to specialize in grappling. Dashing pounce. Dashing pounce is awesome because you spend 2 actions to leap and attack twice. Jeez, 1d8 slashing damage. Your feet kick ass. Maybe she started out as a statue of Bast? Why? It could even just be a human woman who gets infused with cat powers, and now she's a cat yaogwai. Are you trying to make a yaogwai that's an object for some specific reason? Like immobile form? What was the yes for? We're on a delay. Like when I talk, you hear me several seconds later. So was the yes for wanting a object? Oh, well, yeah, it could be. I find it. I find that you can add more aspects of a character if they have a history before they became a character, though. So, like, if they were a statue, they don't have any memory before becoming animate. If they were a human first and lived through a human's peasant's life with the struggles and strife thereof, then they would have their own motivations to care for others, and they'd have a lot of empathy. And they'd have their own young life struggles, so they would relate to Mindy. If it is an object or even animal that doesn't remember its life before becoming awakened, if Yaogwai terms or awakened animal terms, then they have nothing to pull from before that. They are just a creation at that moment when you make the character, basically. It's not a bad idea. I just like having more to pull from if I want. That like there was a like there was a slowly growing sentience. Like she is the embodiment of the prayers. That's fun. Yeah, okay, Zarquan knows how to talk to me. He's like, "No, Scarity's idea is great. What if we include this story element to it? Then it makes sense, right?" Yeah, all right, yeah. To Scarity's point or idea, it would be interesting to me if the character started off as just something else entirely, like a statue or hell, a demon, whatever, and then became something and had no memory of the before life, and then later discovered that she was just a statue or something like that, and then struggled with that. That would be interesting to me. It jump started because it just died into the statue. Well, that would give you more flexibility to take different things for ancestries and heritages. Like you could even take Oread heritage because you're a rock, and you could take object or animal Yaogwai. Okay, then it would remember its life before that of being a cat. I like that. It's sad. I think that's why I like it. I understand it. Okay, then help me out here because we have to like make a character sheet for this. So, like, there are even more options now. So, would we do Oread or we could even do Talos because it was a bronze statue? Um, I don't really think that there's a reason to go for uh Slagmay anymore. So we don't need to do Changeling. But we can still do lots of different versatile heritages now. Or custom mixed ancestries like the cat folk or the Starfinder cat folk that I don't remember the name. Pertra? Per people. Purina. Patra? It was Patra. Yes, thank you. Pardon. Oh. Oh. Yagwai still makes sense as base though, because of the spiritual component. Then we could take divine spells if we wanted to through that. Does Blood Rager only give sorcerer spells the concentrate trait? How does this work? Blood Rager. Spells in your repertoire gain the rage trait while you are raging. So if it's something that is repertoire based, so it could be oracle, but not a cantrip that is just divine. Because that would be innate. Bummer. I guess it could be used for out of combat, like detect metal or something. I'm just thinking of the Yaogwai's feats. Oreads can eat dirt. That's like all I remember about them. Because that's like the most interesting one as far as I'm concerned, because it means that that person can survive anywhere on anything. Versatile heritages is what I'm looking up right now. Elf doesn't make sense. Orc doesn't make sense. I guess Aphorite could make sense. Like you got the spark of free will. That's a little weird. Ardonde, no. Changeling, unnecessary. Dhampir, no. Dragonblood, no. Duskwalker, no. Duskwalker, no. If it's dead and then it goes into a statue, it's returned from death. So Duskwalker is an option. Gonzi, cats are chaotic, sure. Hunger Seed, Oni? It's about anger, so okay. If free, I see no fire relation there. Nephilim? Not really. Oread. Suli. Not Sylph, maybe Talos. Not Undyne, not Beastkin. Maybe Reflection. Duskwalker, what you do? Man, I don't like that. I'm looking up what we're building here for deliberate death, but the ability sucks. Doesn't help anyone else. Doesn't help you live longer. It just helps you maybe hit someone once while you're dying. Chance death. That's a cat thing. That is something that we would have to take if we took Duskwalker. Because trigger, you would die as a result of a failed recovery check or saving throw. You can reroll the triggering and recovery check or saving throw, but you must use the new result even if it's worse. That's just cool, and it says cat. Willing death might work if we're going with the Catwoman thing of they died sacrificing themselves for the cats and came back, but I don't think as a barbarian you want to sacrifice your health to help someone else. Yeah, chance death is the only thing that really fits in Duskwalker. Okay, Gonzi, nothing fits there. Because it's all been subsumed by Nephilim. Oh, yeah, I would normally go divine as well, but I didn't. What is organ sight? That's all traditions. Okay. What is oh my god, what's the name of the spell that enhances unarmed attacks? And why can't I remember that? Runic body. Okay. And that's also arcane divine and called primal. Okay. So yeah, I guess I don't really have a reason for arcane or divine. They're both options. I really don't know which ones would have better spell selection for somebody who's a martial in combat. The only thing I can think of is that divine has healing and arcane has damage. I don't think you're gonna need healing. So I guess arcane for damage. And organ sight. And runic body. I know, but anything could be organ sight or runic body. Okay, there isn't really anything in Nephilim that is luck or cat or that would really help a barbarian. Reflection's probably the same. That only gives you mental resistance. Who cares? No. Mistaken identity. That's funny. It helps against mental effects only, and it's 5th level. No. Yeah, heal's really the only reason to go divine. I agree. But I believe I don't want to finish that sentence. Hold on. Where are you? Nope, I didn't yet. Okay. I didn't see the pictures that you put in YouTube video comments yet. Gas looks like he's like, hey, I'm sexy. And Lute's like, what? I wasn't stealing anything.
Yeah. Nemo.
Aw. Nemo is on fire.
Yeah. I like that blanket. I think it's a blanket.
Might be pants.
Might be pants.
I had pants that were that way. What am I doing? Oh, right. I was downloading the characters. There's Mindy and Buttons. There's the Sphinx. Persephone. Come here, Persephone. I just want to see how much bullshit her healing is because I do not remember. I do not know how I became Russian. I'm sorry. I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Stop giving me warnings and asking me to buy shit. Just go away. That's right. She's a mystic, so she has infinite healing in combat. She has Timber Sentinel, so she has infinite defenses for people in combat. And she sprouts fruit from her body and can create fruit at will. So she heals in combat, outside of combat, protects people in combat, and has infinite healing.
Because cats love eating fruit.
Catnip. She'll just make catnip.
That's not fruit.
It doesn't have to be fruit. It says produce. Okay, one of the two abilities is sprout fruit. It has to be fruit, but she could eat that herself or give it to the Sphinx, I guess, because she has a human mouth. And Mindy,
Pumpkins. They eat wild pumpkins.
are you serious?
Oh.
Mindy would like fruit. She's a kid. There's the sprout fruit deviant ability, and then the fresh produce kineticist power. So it's either fruit or veggies, whatever. I don't care. Oh, he said it's a blanket. Damn it. What's a good heritage for this? Do we care about being able to survive on just dirt? I don't think so. And that doesn't matter. Gem Soul could work because as a statue, you could have a bunch of gems in you. But who cares about impressive performance if you're a barbarian? Meyer Soul is cool, but again, doesn't really matter. Silent Stone, Steady on Stone also doesn't matter. I guess Ori doesn't matter. Suli. Elemental Assault will not matter because you will have fucking cantrips. Ooh, survival skill. Forager feat. Elemental Bulwark? You gain resistance to damage. You can already do that with fire, with Eat Fire, with a cantrip that automatically scales. So who cares about the 5th level feat for doing that with every element? I like Talos because they can smell metal and they're resistant to electricity. Ooh, Gilded Soul. Quick Soul is cool. You can tumble through an enemy's space and poison them as you walk by. So you can have poison and bleeding on people. I love this. Hunger Seed. Oh, it's Lute's theme song, Hungry Eyes. I guess Hunger Seed actually works because it's just all about being angry in combat. Not a lot jumps out at me for Heritage beyond Talos. Yeah. Talos is cool. Okay, so we are doing Yao Guai, let's say Talos, with maybe an aspect of Duskwalker, because they did die. And we'll have a natural attack and take the Heritage for animal Yao Guai at 5th. I guess we could take object as well. That's if we have more than 1/5 level feat, which we won't until 7th, so it doesn't matter yet. And do the Blood Rager, and I don't know what spells to take, but I guess we'll have to figure that out later. And I'll pick some spells and put them in the character sheet like I had been. And Claw Dancer. And they're probably going to be grappling anyway, even if they don't have a lot of feats for it. Because that's what a tank does in this system. Anybody have anything else to add to it? Because if not, I think I'm going to end this and leave the sweat pit that is our study.
Those are what's under his arms.
Thanks. Yeah, I think going all out for damage is probably the best option because you're just not going to need any healing, so the spells won't be necessary for much except maybe a little bit of damage from range, so okay, fine. And it leaves room for this character to be absolutely filled with passion because Persephone can heal anything. I think the combination of Persephone and this character would be fun to play. They're sort of opposites. In fact, this character makes a good foil, a good Lancer. Because they sort of have the same intention of Persephone, guiding people and protecting people, but they go about it opposite ways. Okay, well, I'm going to go now because sweaty, and I think we've exhausted this. So next week for wait a moment. So this is the only 2 spells and 2 cantrips at 6th level. Forgot how much that sucks because it's archetype spell increasing, not base. Wow. Okay, I guess we'll have to be careful with the cantrips. That's another reason to choose Talos because you get a free one. So next week is going to be the 29th, and then 5, 12. We're going to be gone the 19th.
Right.
Right? Okay. So I'm going to be gone the 19th, which means that whatever we start building next week is going to be worked on the 5th. That is Friday. Sorry. Whatever we start working on next week, the 29th, will be continued on the 5th, and then the 12th, and then we take a break on the 26th and the 3rd. So it'll be finished on the 3rd. So I'd like to make it Halloween themed.
Quit moving the camera.
Catquake. You're an earth shaker, aren't you? Aren't you?
He is because he's so fat. Okay, he's not actually fat. He's just really, really heavy and muscular.
Yeah, he is super muscular. Hi, baby. Yeah.
Last time we weighed him, he was what, 15.5 pounds? I think.
I thought it was 16. Sure.
16? He's a heavy cat.
Yeah. Scaredy. Yeah, so like it doesn't really matter what we make, what theme, as long as it could be Halloween.
Oh, good. Nemo needed to put on some weight.
Yeah, for this one, it's muscle.
Yeah,
I'm so glad.
Gast is all fluff. Like he's a little tiny scrawny thing underneath there, like a stick figure cat.
Hey, can I borrow you? Come here. My fingers almost go all the way around him. Can't even see that, can you?
Yeah, you can.
Can you? Yeah. He is too fucking thin.
We keep trying to make him eat more. We got some fattening stuff, and Luke got fatter, and Gas didn't. He just doesn't care about food.
No, he doesn't. Well, Luke needed the food, needed the encouragement after his surgery because he was so fucking thin from having the tooth pain that kept him from eating. Because like if it hurts to put the food in, you're not gonna do it.
You should do that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's the 22nd. Okay. So just to remind everybody that the cyber dice. Hi. Yeah, I love you too. Can you just not be in the way right now? So the cyber dice for Starfinder celebration circuitry. That's not gonna fuck.
Oh, throwing them all over the place.
Only one.
Okay.
All right. Ah! They are going to be this month's giveaway. So at the end of this month, we're going to be giving away this set. It's, I guess, magenta. Is that pink? What is
It's
that?
pink. It's actually a chrome pink, but in the resin it turned a little bit more orange-ish. So it's like a hot orange pink.
I think this is probably the easiest one to see. Don't know if you can still, but it's the easiest one to see.
Yeah, it's really hard to see with the blurry. You're all trying to duck out of the way. It doesn't
Sorry.
work.
And then the green numbers. Can you see the die?
Yeah, I can see it. I'll get it.
Okay.
So if you're not already a patron of $5 or more, get it on the giveaway drawing. We draw usually right after the first. We try to do it on the first, but it doesn't always happen exactly on the first.
A couple of times we've done it right before the first, and I've just hoped nobody signs up after that.
Right.
I'm like, well, it's the 29th and I have time, so I'm going to do it now. Oh, and we are... What do you call t-shirts that aren't graphic tees that have words? Wordy tees? I don't know. We're putting wordy tees up. Hot sauce. Yeah, that's a big mouth you have there. Come here, come here, come here. Texty! Yes, they're texties. That sounds horrible. I'm not going to say that again. Scaredy. Okay, good night, everybody. Thank you for being here. And thank you for helping everybody figure out how to make a cat marshal that will work with this group. She's laughing. Good night.
Next week.
Yep. Typograph. He just looked that up. You can tell he Googled that. He Googled that Zarkon, you Googler.